Hello again, my fellow pilots and my fellow aircraft maintenance personnel. Your host is always Haitham Ali, and I'm an aviation technical instructor. Welcome to my aviation nuggets for today. Today I'm going to speak about the oxygen system of the Airbus A320. Oxygen system, chapter 35 or ATA 35. We'll have a short minutes on the oxygen system. What I need to tell you, everybody, is that oxygen system is needed in case of emergency, in case of cabin depressurization, in case of a smoke situation during the flight inside the cabin or in the cockpit. Okay, in case of a malfunction to the pressurization system. And we have the oxygen system divided into 3 categories: flight crew oxygen system, passenger oxygen system, and portable oxygen system for emergency situation. Again, flight crew oxygen system, passenger oxygen system, and emergency oxygen system like portable oxygen cylinders and the smoke hood Okay, everybody, so as you can see here, everybody, the oxygen system supplies crew and the passengers with oxygen in case of cabin depressurization. You know that the cabin altitude must be at 8,000 feet. Okay, in case of a malfunction happen to the cabin pressurization system and the cabin altitude are going higher, maybe to 10,000, like 14,000 feet, oxygen system must be supplied to all passengers and crew on board. Okay, everybody, so the oxygen system, as you can see, supplies crew and the passenger with oxygen in case of cabin depressurization. So as we can see here, everybody, we have flight crew oxygen system, passenger oxygen system, and the portable oxygen system, which comprise of a portable oxygen cylinder and smoke hood or portable breathing equipment that will be used by the flight crew or cabin crew to extinguish a fire or to fight a fire in the cabin or in the cockpit. Okay, everybody? Okay. Flight crew oxygen system always come in a high pressure gas cylinder located in the avionics compartment. And the passenger oxygen system always come in a chemical generator or chemical oxygen generator located inside each passenger service unit, a chemical generator that can be used for example by 3 passengers or 2 passengers. Okay, so chemical generator are there for passenger oxygen system. Okay, so as you can see here, everybody, the oxygen system has 3 different subsystems. Cockpit crew oxygen system, and the oxygen is supplied from a high pressure gas cylinder located in the avionics compartment. And this high pressure gas cylinder, everybody, supply the crew with oxygen in case of emergency to their quick donning masks. Inside each quick donning mask, there is a pressure regulator or oxygen regulator that can supply oxygen in a different scenario. Okay, this regulator may supply 100% oxygen or normal supply, and also can supply oxygen with an emergency situation. We'll explain that in our upcoming sessions. Okay, what about the passenger oxygen system? Passenger oxygen system, everybody, come in a chemical oxygen generator, and the passenger and the cabin attendant supply by chemical oxygen generator unit. Inside each passenger service unit, in the ceiling of each galley, In the ceiling of a lavatory, okay, there is what it called chemical oxygen generator that in case of cabin depressurization may automatically allow oxygen mask to be deployed to the crew, to the passenger and cabin crew, Okay. And the third oxygen system, everybody, is the portable oxygen system. It has a high pressure portable cylinder that can be used by the passenger under the supervision of cabin crew or a doctor or the chef de cabin. Also, we have the portable breathing equipment that do have a continuous flow type oxygen system, and this also portable oxygen cylinder supply oxygen with a continuous flow type mask and also smoke hood. Okay, everybody, so high pressure gas cylinder for the flight crew, chemical generator for the passenger and cabin crew, and the portable oxygen system in case of emergency, medical emergency, and maybe allows the cabin crew to fight a fire or smoke inside the cabin or in the cockpit. Okay, everybody? Okay. So, what about the cockpit crew oxygen system? As you can see here, we have a high pressure gas cylinder supply oxygen to the cockpit crew through a quick donning mask. We have here a maximum of 4 masks because we may have a pilot, co-pilot, first observer and the second observer. Okay, this oxygen cylinder, everybody, is located in the avionics compartment, and it has a meaning of a direct reading pressure gauge, so we can monitor the pressure of the oxygen cylinder from the direct reading pressure gauge. And it do also have a manual on-off valve that allows this cylinder to be changed or to be replaced. This oxygen cylinder, everybody, is protected against high pressure and low pressure. Okay, this oxygen cylinder is protected from overpressure, high pressure, overpressure protector, and low pressure, overpressure protector. We need, if this oxygen cylinder overpressurized or overpressure situation, the excess of oxygen need to be go out, not leaked inside the fuselage or in the avionics compartment. So during walk around, everybody, you as a pilot or as a maintenance personnel must monitor, okay, this green disk. If you cannot find this green disk and find this yellow indicator, it is an indication that the oxygen cylinder discharged overboard due to an overpressure situation, maybe due to high pressure overpressure situation or low pressure overpressure situation. This is, everybody, is the pressure regulator transmitter assembly, pressure regulator and transmitter assembly that do decrease the pressure of cylinder to a most reasonable pressure to allow this oxygen to be supplied to the cockpit crew, Okay, everybody? So as you can see here, everybody, the cockpit crew oxygen system supplies oxygen to the flight crew in case of a sudden decrease in cabin pressurization, or if there are smoke or dangerous gases in the cockpit. Sudden decrease in cabin pressurization. So, do we have a sensor sense the cabin altitude or cabin pressure? Yes. Probably it is located on the cabin pressure controller, CPC. Okay, everybody? So, when the cabin altitude reach maybe 14,000 feet, okay, cabin altitude reach 14,000 feet, maybe oxygen supplied to the passenger. Okay, everybody? Okay, so The high pressure oxygen cylinder pressure is monitored on the door oxy page. And this pressure here, oxygen gas cylinder pressure, is monitored from here. And this pressure is dependent on the maximum of cockpit crew. So the minimum dispatch pressure always depend on the number of cockpit crew that will fly for the next flight. 2 crew is different from 3 crew, is different from 4 crew. Okay, so if we have more than 2 flight crew, we must have a higher oxygen cylinder, higher pressure of oxygen cylinder. Okay, everybody? Okay, so the cockpit crew oxygen system has a high pressure oxygen cylinder that can be isolated for maintenance by an on-off valve. This manual on-off valve isolates the cylinder for maintenance. Okay. Also, we have a pressure regulator here. Reduce the high pressure to a supply low pressure to the mask via a supply valve. This is the pressure regulator transmitter assembly. Transmit the pressure of the cylinder into the door oxy page. Okay, as you can see here, from the pressure regulator transmitter assembly, the pressure of the oxygen cylinder is monitored on the door oxy page. Okay. And also the oxygen is going to the low pressure manifold through the supply valve. From here, from the cockpit oxygen panel, crew supply valve can be switched off, and we close the supply valve from the cockpit crew supply push button from the oxygen panel inside the cockpit, Okay, everybody, very good. So, this supply valve can be switched off from the cockpit for maintenance action. Crew supply off from here. Okay, and we can do a maintenance on the oxygen cylinder after closing the supply valve. So the supply valve, everybody, as you can see here, can be switched off from the cockpit for maintenance action as well as in ground configuration. Okay, everybody? Okay. So, thank you always for your good listening, and always fly safely and maintain your aircraft very safely. Please stay tuned for an upcoming sessions like these to discuss the Airbus A320 at a ch35 or oxygen system. Thank you, and please don't hesitate to comment on this video, and I will meet you again very soon. From Cairo, Egypt, your host was Haitham Ali, and I'm an aviation technical instructor. Thank you and goodbye.